Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you guys all doing on this Wednesday night? Hope you all have had a fantastic day. Hope you're all having an amazing week so far, and I hope you're having all a fantastic Wednesday evening so far in the beginning week of December 2025. We're on the third day of December already. It's 22 days till Christmas, so everyone's looking forward to Christmas. Hope everyone's looking forward to the festive period. We are back today with EA Sports F125 with our Lewis Hamilton driver career, Season 1 with Scuderia Ferrari. Obviously, the plan with F125, we are going to stay live this evening to about 9 o'clock because I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, is on tonight, so we're going to stay live to at least 9 o'clock this evening. If you're new to my TikTok, please give me a follow, smash that like button, would really appreciate it. And hopefully with this stream today, it will be a positive one on F125 because sometimes F125 has its bad days and sometimes F125 has its good days. So we are back with Lewis Hamilton today with his driver career. This is Season 1 with Scuderia Ferrari. So the plan is with F125, obviously we have done a Lewis Hamilton career before. We have done a Lewis Hamilton career before with on F125, and obviously that driver career didn't work out because obviously I abandoned ship with Lewis Hamilton. I went to Aston Martin for Season 2. After Season 2, we went to Red Bull for Season 3. And then Season 4, we ended up going to Kick Sauber, which I really regretted doing. And obviously the career absolutely fell off a cliff. And what I should have done, I should have stayed with Ferrari in the first place. And I regretted leaving them, which obviously didn't go very well. So the plan is with this F125 driver career with Lewis Hamilton is to stay with Ferrari and get to at least 10 drivers' championships with Lewis Hamilton. We are on round 7 and 8, so we've got the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring up first for you today on this TikTok live stream. And then I think it might be Belgium after this because we've ditched the British Grand Prix, we've ditched Silverstone off the driver career because I'm not exactly a big fan of driving on the Silverstone track. So I think we've got Austria up first for you, which everybody all knows is the Red Bull Ring. I think we've got Belgium after this. I think it's Belgium. I'm not 100% sure. I think it might be Belgium. Okay, so we've got the Belgian Grand Prix and the Belgian Grand Prix sprint race for you today as well. So what we might do, we'll do the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring, and we'll then do the Belgian Grand Prix, but we won't actually do the full race. We will do the sprint race because obviously there is a sprint race at Spa, so before we do the main event, there is a sprint race to contend on the Saturday afternoon. So I think what we'll do, because I want to stay on until 9 o'clock, because I want to go and watch I'm a Celebrity, which has been fantastic over these last 3 weeks. At 9 o'clock, it's made my evening so far. So we've got 6 wins from 6, and we haven't had a sprint race so far. The only sprint race we've got on the calendar is Belgium at Spa. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think that is what we are going to do. I think we're going to do the sprint race in Belgium at Spa, and then we'll do the Austrian Grand Prix as well for you guys today. So we've got 36 laps. So 36 laps of Austria at the Red Bull Ring, and then we've got 8 laps I think it's 8 laps in Belgium or 12. So we've got about 48 to 50 laps in store for you today. So we're not going to waste any time. We're not going to hang about. We are going to get straight into the races for you this evening. Apologies that this stream is late. I've been waiting for some deliveries today that have absolutely taken a piss. I hate when you get given a time slot between the start period and the end period of that delivery, and it didn't come till like 6:15. So I've been waiting all day to play some content and do a game, and this is why we are late on F125 today. So again, I apologise for that. Out of my control. You know what deliveries are like from stuff that you order or you buy or you purchase. The delivery times and slots you get given are ridiculous, especially at this time of the year with the Christmas period approaching. Everybody's buying a shitload of stuff, presents, gifts, for friends,
Good afternoon
families,
and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of around 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill of turn 3. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race.
3-time constructors in a row.
Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Russell,
once this Lewis Hamilton career is finished off, and thank you for the early like so far, that's very much appreciated.
Verstappen,
once we have finished the Lewis Hamilton career,
Antonelli,
I don't know what I've actually got planned after this, but we've still got our Max Verstappen driver career, we've got our Charles Leclerc driver career. So I'm thinking maybe chuck a Lando Norris career in, or I'm thinking of doing a Michael Schumacher career after this is finished, because it gives us an extra career to do on the track. So we've either got a Lando Norris driver career,
and alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. So much to talk about on what is such a short lap. It's the fastest lap times of the season, but that doesn't mean it's not a challenge.
It's a real challenge to get right this circuit. Lots of tight corners linked up with very long straights. You've got 3 DRS zones as well. That means that the racing is often very close, and you can hang on to potentially a faster car if you can stay within that 1 second buffer. But you've then got some higher speed corners like turn 6 and 7 in the middle of the track, and then the 2 final corners as well. Track Lando Norris, yep, there we go. I mentioned it.
Schumacher.
Be careful.
Obviously, depending on how the championship goes this weekend, because it's gone to Abu Dhabi,
okay,
which I called, by the way. I'm just saying, I'm going to give myself a massive Who do you want to win the championship? I am very, very conflicted. I am very, very conflicted on who I want to win the Drivers' Championship. I've got utterly no clue who I want to win on Sunday. I've got utterly no idea. I'm very conflicted. My head is telling me Oscar Piastri. My heart is telling me Lando Norris. And then my gut feeling
okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
I've got no idea who I want to see win the Drivers' Championship. What team do you support? Are you on about in terms of football, or are you on about Formula 1? Because if it's football, it's Manchester United. If it's Formula 1, it's Ferrari, Red Bull and McLaren, because I do like all 3 teams. Okay, I'd probably say I'm more McLaren than ever, because obviously I think McLaren have got the best driver lineup on the grid, in my opinion. I would then say my second favourite team are Ferrari. I would then say my third favourite team are probably Red Bull. I'm an Aston Martin fan, and I respect that. I respect that, and welcome if you are new, by the way. Great to have you on board on my TikTok. Please smash that follow button, and please give me a few likes if you can. That would be very, very much appreciated. We are trying to grow the community on this TikTok channel, and I hope you guys can enjoy this F1 25.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Obviously, I wanted to play some F1 during the day today. I haven't had the time to, because they're not terrible but not contenders. Exactly, I wouldn't say Aston Martin are a terrible team. I think once obviously Adrian Newey starts building their car, because he is their team principal now, I think Aston Martin will have a championship winning car, depending on how long Adrian Newey is going to be at the team, because obviously with what he did for Red Bull, I think if he could build a good car for Aston Martin, Alonso and Stroll might start cooking. I mean, that's a big statement. Imagine if Lance Stroll started cooking under a car that Adrian Newey built. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Lance Stroll started cooking and winning races? Could you just imagine the outcome in F1? Do you think Antonelli will overtake Lewis in the Drivers' Championship? Yes, I do. I think he will overtake him. He might not be good at the new regulations though. Yeah, that's very, very true. We don't know what these 26 regulations are going to bring. Everybody's going to be on a completely level
use your
playing
overtake
field.
button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy.
Some
Come on.
teams or make teams worse. We don't know what the 26 regulations are going to bring to everybody, but I think it's going to be quite wide open next season. Obviously, there is a lot of talk.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
The best car. But we don't know if those 26 regulations are going to send Mercedes backwards, or will it send them massively forwards. And yes, I do think Antonelli will overtake Lewis Hamilton this weekend, but I can't see Lewis Hamilton scoring points this weekend, unfortunately, because his Ferrari career has not worked out, has it? Let's be honest and let's call a spade a spade. His Ferrari career has not worked out, so I think Antonelli will overtake Hamilton this weekend by scoring points for Mercedes. It would be crazy to see Stroll with a championship next year. Yeah, again, imagine if Lance Stroll won the championship. Could you imagine the headlines in F1? Could you imagine their headlines all over the news, especially in Canada? They'd go absolutely crazy, wouldn't they? They would go absolutely crazy if we saw a Lance Stroll championship winning season, because Adrian Newey's built Aston Martin a rocket ship. I still think it's going to take a lot of time for Aston Martin to get to that level, but when you've got someone like Adrian Newey on board who's built many Red Bulls that have led them to many Constructors' Championships, Red Bull were an unstoppable force, and if he can do what he did for Red Bull for Aston, then Aston will start cooking. But I still think it's going to take a hell of a lot for that to happen, because obviously it's a new team, it's a new environment, it's new people he's working with, and he's probably with two drivers that really aren't happy at Aston Martin, if they're being really honest. I think the morale at Aston's very low this season. There was a lot of expectation, a lot of targets Aston Martin wanted to hit, and obviously Aston Martin haven't hit those targets and those levels that they wanted to achieve. So I think Adrian Newey is going to have to pull a miracle for Aston Martin to do anything good. But like I said, if he can build them a good car, then Aston Martin might start cooking, and Alonso and Stroll might start scoring consecutive points in races. So again, it depends on the regulations. If the 2026 regulations are going to be difficult for every team, we could see a wide open championship for the drivers and a wide open championship for the constructors. But I think Mercedes, by everything's being said, Mercedes probably will dominate the constructors. But then again, it depends on how well
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
I think the shit and the crap that Antonelli's been getting is unfair. I think people need to get off Antonelli's back. I think what he's been put through has been nothing more than disgusting. I think the crap that people and fans and supporters have given him on social media is wrong. It was a mistake that his car did on track. It's not Antonelli's fault, and Antonelli is being accused of deliberately letting Lando Norris through and letting Lando score an extra 2 points just to get a bit more of an edge over Verstappen at the weekend. So I'm kind of hoping that Verstappen does not win the championship this weekend and it goes to either Lando or Oscar, because Red Bull have become nothing more than a joke. I think to give Antonelli a load of shit for something he did not do was wrong. I think the crap Antonelli has been given on social media is unacceptable, especially where he's only 18 years of age and he is new to F1. He's had an outstanding rookie year in the sport. He's a big credit to Formula 1 in the sport. His friends and his family should be very proud of him for what he's achieved this season. And I think us fans and supporters have to be right behind Antonelli because he did nothing wrong. One mistake and he's been absolutely crucified for it. He has exactly. Antonelli has got loads of potential, but for people to say, "Oh, he let Lando through on purpose."
Okay, Lewis, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
It wasn't Antonelli's fault. It's not his fault he lost the back end of this car. His car went one way and the back end went the other. It's not his fault. When you've got tyre wear on the tyres, you will lose the back end. It's not his fault Antonelli fucked up. It's not Antonelli's fault. I don't know why people are blaming him. People need to get a grip. People need to get off Antonelli's back. The problem with most of this is because it's coming down to a lot of Red Bull supporters. Even though Red Bull are one of my favourite teams, I don't commend what Red Bull have done and the treatment they've given Antonelli. And I don't commend the crap and the shit that Antonelli has been given on social media. It is nothing more than disgusting. He's 18 years of age.
Really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean.
But to be crucified and be told, "Oh, he did that on purpose, he did that deliberately," I think people need to go back and watch the replay and get a grip. It wasn't Antonelli's fault. Like, that he couldn't help his car went massively wide on track. Like, the grip level on his tyres was gone. What did you expect Antonelli to do to be able to keep the car on track 24/7? Like, it's not fair, especially on a rookie driver that's had a fantastic season. People need to get some perspective.
Tyre wear rates are lower than we expected. Stay out a little longer if you can.
They're not going to like it that Verstappen confirmed change.
Confirmed.
They're not going to like it that Max Verstappen is not going to win the championship this weekend, and people are going to throw their toys out of the pram because the Max Verstappen fanboys are going to be very, very annoyed because he's not going to win the championship. Because Lando or Oscar are going to win it, and it's going to be someone new and different. And I respect people that like Max Verstappen. I respect that. But I want somebody new to win the championship. I would like to see Oscar win his first, or Lando. I don't want Max winning 5 in a row, but if he does win 5 in a row, then it's been nothing more than a miracle to get in the position that Max got into to get back into this championship. And if he does do it, then fair play. It's really not that deep for one mistake. I know, but you know what people are like. You know what society people are like now. They will jump on somebody for making one little mistake. But it's the crap and the negativity Antonelli's been given, and I'm standing with Antonelli here. He did nothing fucking wrong. What was he meant to do? Keep the car on track 24/7, especially when his tyres were fucking knackered. Like, oh, to be accused of doing that deliberately, to do it on purpose. I mean, I don't know where people have got these opinions or views from. Like, wake up and face a bit of reality. He was on a knackered set of tyres. What was he meant to do? People need to get off Antonelli's back and realise it was the back end of his car that went one way when he tried to make the car go another. Like, look back at the replays. His tyres were gone. His tyres were knackered. What was he meant to do? And I don't blame him for making a stand either. I don't actually blame him for making a stand. And I'm standing firmly on the Antonelli camp here. I'm standing pure and utterly with Antonelli. He's a talented racing driver. He's got bags load of potential. And I believe there's a future world champion in there. Me and my family are massive fans of Antonelli. Especially my dad. My dad loves Antonelli. And I think also myself, after watching Antonelli this season, I think he's a big credit to the sport. He's a big credit to Formula 1. And if people have got an issue with him, then that's not on Antonelli, that's on you for judging someone on one mistake and one mistake only. And I think he will win the championship next season, and I'm making that call. I think Antonelli will become world champion next season, in season 2. I think Antonelli's got the potential, the skill, and the driving ability in him to win that championship next season. And if Mercedes' car is meant to be good, what it's meant to be, then Mercedes will run away with the championship. The constructors and their 2 drivers will be battling every single race to win the Drivers' Championship. So I'm making a big call. I'm standing by Antonelli, and I will protect him, because it's not fair that the shit that he's been given over one simple mistake. Oh, he did that on purpose. Oh, he did that deliberately. No, he didn't. It's not his fault. It was the car, not him. What was he meant to do? So if people don't like it that Lando got let through deliberately because Max Verstappen might not win it now, that's not Antonelli's fault. That's not Antonelli's fault. And then someone said, "Oh, McLaren probably paid Mercedes to let Norris through and let Antonelli go massively wide on track." Yeah, of course they did. They would get done for cheating and corruption if that was to ever come about. Like, oh, they probably paid Mercedes to let Lando through. Yeah, of course they did. Of course they did. Of course they did. But honestly, I stand with Antonelli. I'm standing firmly by Antonelli here. It's not his fault that mistake happened on Sunday. It's not his fault. And if people don't like it, tough shit. That's what F1's about. People and drivers will make mistakes on track, but to be accused of doing it deliberately to fuck up Verstappen's championship, I mean, what are people talking about? Oh, he did that on purpose. He's cost Verstappen now because of the extra 2 points he's been given to Lando. Yeah, of course he did. It's not Antonelli's fault, so people need to get off his back. F1 is about having fun. F1's about being the best, and sometimes drivers will make mistakes. Even the best drivers will make mistakes on track, but Antonelli is, still adapting to life as an F1 driver. Look at the podiums he's had this season. He's done fantastic. Like, he's outperformed and gonna finish above Lewis Hamilton in the Drivers' Championship. Something that's never happened in the sport. Lewis Hamilton has never finished outside the top 6 in the Drivers' Championship ever in Formula 1 history. Antonelli's meant to make a brand new record by probably outscoring Hamilton this weekend and scoring points for Mercedes in the team. So
let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
And I'm afraid to say that the old guard of F1 are slowly but surely coming to the end. The days of Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, these days are coming to an end, people, and people need to realise that their favourite drivers aren't going to be around forever. The new guard is coming, and the new guard is coming very, very quickly. For example, like if you saw the news yesterday, Isaac Kadjar has been promoted to Red Bull Racing for next season, and his teammate will be Max Verstappen. I don't know what's going to happen to Isaac Kadjar. I wish him the very, very best at Red Bull Racing, and I hope it works out and his Red Bull career goes fantastically well. But we know what that Red Bull second seat is like. Agreed, soon we'll see the end of Max and Lewis. Exactly, Max and Lewis will not be racing forever. It'll be the same for George, it'll be the same for Fernando. Like, you look at the drivers on that grid now, all of them aren't going to be there forever, so I don't understand why people have got such judgment on an 18-year-old fucking Formula 1 driver. It's bloody ridiculous. And I think, for like, you've got Isaac Kadjar coming through, Ollie Behrman coming through, Antonelli. I mean, let's talk about the Isaac Kadjar thing. Like, he's going to Red Bull next season. He's replaced Yuki Tsunoda, which I probably think in hindsight is the best thing for Red Bull and for Hadjar. But we know what that second Red Bull seat is like. It has swallowed up so many drivers of before. Daniel Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, Liam Lawson. It's now swallowed up Yuki Tsunoda because Yuki is only a reserve driver for next season now. I think if you wanted a real F1 grid, you would drop Lance Stroll and replace him with Yuki Tsunoda, especially with Honda being Aston Martin's engine suppliers for next season. But obviously that is not going to happen for Yuki, so Yuki will stay as a Red Bull reserve driver for 2026. Obviously, I hope Hadjar's Red Bull career works out, but I have seen so many Red Bull drivers swallowed up under the pressure because they can't compete with Max Verstappen. So I want to see Hadjar do well, don't get me wrong.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good.
I think obviously when the new F1 26 season comes on F1 25, we will do an Isaac Kadjar driver career, which I'm really, really looking forward to. Can't wait to see how he does in Red Bull. It would be nice if he starts showing Max up and he's being able to go head to toe with him. That is what I would like to see. I would like to see Isaac Kadjar go head to toe with Max Verstappen and start getting multiple podiums and race wins. But again, I still think the pressure of the Red Bull seat will swallow him up. So I don't know if it's a good move or a bad move for him. I think he rather should have just stayed racing Bull to another season, then moved. But obviously Red Bull wanted to change their driver lineup again. And the problem is they shouldn't have really given it to Liam Lawson. Like, I think they only probably gave the Red Bull seat to Liam Lawson in hindsight because it probably brought more sponsorship and more money into the team. And obviously, based on results and performances, he wasn't scoring anything. So yeah, I think that was a disaster for Liam Lawson. Got replaced by Yuki 2 or 3 races in. I think he got replaced by early at the start of the Japanese Grand Prix. So I would love to see Hadjar beat Max. That would be great. Crazy if he can do it. Yeah, exactly. And then obviously Yuki came in to replace Liam Lawson. That has not worked at all. So Isaac Kadjar's under big pressure and he's got to deliver results quickly, because if he doesn't, he'll just get swallowed up by the second Red Bull seat, and then that career at Red Bull will not last very long, unfortunately. So Hadjar's got big boots to fill next season, and if he doesn't start off well and he's nowhere near the top 10, then I don't know what Red Bull do. Because obviously they're probably pinning all their hope.
Okay, Lewis, your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
I just don't see that outcome, unfortunately, for Isaac Kadjar. I just think the pressure will just get too much and it'll just swallow him up quite quickly. And then obviously, you know, Daniel Ricciardo got replaced by Perez. Perez got replaced by Lawson. Lawson got replaced by Tsunoda. So I don't know what's going to happen at Red Bull next season, but if you're Isaac Hadjar, you're going to need a prayer quickly, mate. But I'm happy for him. Don't get me wrong. I'm very, very happy to see him in the Red Bull overalls, because as soon as I knew that move was going to happen, I'm very excited for it, because I think he'll do all right. But again, give it 5 or 6 races. Let's hope they haven't got to make a change of driver again. Because if they've got to make a change, then who do you replace Isaac Hadjar with? That's the big thing. If Hadjar doesn't work out, who do you replace Hadjar with? Because that's the big problem Red Bull are going to have. If Hadjar doesn't work out, then they're going to end up having to replace Isaac Hadjar quite quickly. So I think if Hadjar fails at Red Bull, then I think what I would do, I would try a different strategic plan.
Charles is in for a stop now.
I would go with an experienced F1 driver currently on the grid. I would try and bring in someone like Leclerc or someone like Fernando Alonso to be Verstappen's teammate, because again, with Max Verstappen, I think he'll have one more season at Red Bull and then he'll be destined for Mercedes. That's what I think is going to happen with Max Verstappen. Or if the 2026 regulations are no good, we might see Max Verstappen drop out of F1 completely and try a different sport. We don't know. Try a different motor series. We don't know what's going to happen. But I think for Hadjar, like, he needs to score points 5-6 races in to stand out in that team, because the pressure's on him now. And I think, obviously, Hadjar's going to have to try and learn off Verstappen race by race. But I think they need to build a car where it suits both drivers' driving ability. But I think, again, that would be, would it be a cost-effective move for Red Bull to do that? If you have to build 2 separate cars for 2 drivers. I agree, Max could call it quit if he's not enjoying it. Exactly. I still think Max will end up at Mercedes at some point. And I think he'll replace George Russell, and Antonelli will be Max's teammate. But like I said, again, obviously we knew the Hadjar move was going to happen. I think we've got to talk about Arvid Limbold. He's obviously going to be making his debut in F1 next season, which again I'm really, really excited for. And again, we will be doing an Arvid Limbold driver career on F1 25, because the 2026 season will actually be on F1 25 through the DLC. So again, we'll do a Limbold driver career as well on F1 25. I hope again he's another British driver, so we've got 5 British drivers on the grid for next season, which is fantastic for British motorsport as well, which I'm really excited for. I think he'll do alright as well. I think Limbold will have a good season. I do wonder, I just wonder if, Red Bull had brought Limbold into Formula 1 to go to Racing Bulls, and if it doesn't work out of Hadjar, they'll drop Hadjar back to Racing Bulls, and then they'll promote Limbold into the second Red Bull seat. I do wonder if this has been a complete ploy or a complete plan by...
Yellow flag! Okay, be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Entered and blown up. I do wonder if this has been a ploy from Red Bull all along to bring Limbold into the sport and get him in the Racing Bulls team. I do wonder if this has been a ploy. Hadjar doesn't work out, let's bring Limbold in to replace Hadjar. Hadjar can go back to Racing Bulls.
Green flag!
I just wonder if this has just been a ploy from Red Bull to say, oh, Limbold's going to be in Racing Bulls, but he won't be there long because we'll promote him into the main second Red Bull seat. I do wonder if that has been the plan all along. Just let's get Hadjar in, yeah? And when it doesn't work out, we'll make it look...
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
It is a difficult one for Yuki because he was drafted in for the 3rd race onwards for Japan, wasn't he? Because Liam Lawson was dropped after Bahrain in Australia because he had a bloody nightmare start for them. Yuki was drafted in very, very quickly, and yeah, he's still in the sport though. He's still going to be in F1. He's just going to be a test and reserve driver for them, but I don't think Yuki's going to be one who'll be sitting around forever and ever on end wanting an F1 drive, because if you look at the grid, where would Yuki go? I mean, if he would have dropped Colapinto from Alpine, then Yuki Tsunoda probably would have been a good option. He had a lot of pressure on him. Yeah, because he's at Red Bull, isn't he? He's in one of the top teams, so it is very, very difficult for Yuki Tsunoda. It's a shame he's not going to be on the grid. I personally, if Aston Martin had any sense, they'll drop Lance Stroll, but Daddy won't drop him because Daddy owns the team. Alpine would have been an option.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
Together at Alpine might have been a good shout. But yeah, Yuki's not going to be on the grid unless something spectacular happens. I don't know where Yuki would go. I don't think there's any seat he could fill. I think Alpine and Aston Martin probably the only two realistic options. If Alpine decided to drop Colapinto midway through, or if Stroll thinks, do you know what, I need to drop out myself, because I tell you what, Lance Stroll shouldn't be on the grid, I'm afraid. Just because his dad owns the team, like, you've got to put family aside and realise what's best for the team and best for in terms of the championship. I know Lance Stroll is Lance Stroll's son, but the problem is he's never going to drop him, is he? I think if you ever dropped an Aston Martin driver, it would be Fernando and not Lance Stroll. So again, it's very, very difficult to get certain drivers out of this sport that, in my opinion, don't really deserve a place on the grid. But again, like, if Lance Stroll starts cooking when Adrian Newey builds an Aston Martin car, then
okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
Lance Stroll has already come on leaps and bounds this season with the new car Adrian Newey's built. So I think next season's make or break for a lot of these drivers. It is make or break for a lot of these drivers. I think a lot of these drivers it's probably going to be their last season, so I can't see it happening forever and ever on end. But yeah, I hope Yuki gets a drive back on the grid soon. I personally, what I would have done, I would have dropped Lance Stroll from Aston Martin. Honda, Aston Martin's new engine suppliers, Aston Martin's Honda engine are Japanese, Yuki Tsunoda's Japanese. Would have been quite logical to bring in a Japanese driver. But again, he's not going to drop his son out of the team, is he? This is the big problem. And don't get me wrong, I respect Lance Stroll and I respect Lance Stroll, but I thought this was a team sport. I thought this was about scoring points. I thought this was about being the best in the team. I think the only realistic driver in Aston Martin scoring points is Fernando. So if they had sense, they would drop him. But so we are boxing for a brand new set of medium compound tyres.
Okay, go! That was a fantastic stop.
Please smash that like button if you're watching. Please give me a follow on TikTok as well. We'd really appreciate it. Apologies, this stream is late today.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
We've just been waiting for deliveries all day long, and when you give them 2 time slots and you've got no idea when these orders are going to turn up, you basically have to sit and wait on end for it to get delivered. So I apologise for this being late today. I wanted to play this afternoon, I really did. I just didn't know when this delivery was coming, so I thought I'd do some F1 25 tomorrow. Oh yeah, just a quick thing, there won't be any afternoon content tomorrow because I am out all day tomorrow and I'm not going to be back till like pretty late, but there will be the match reactions tomorrow between Manchester United and West Ham from Old Trafford once that full-time whistle goes tomorrow night. So we will have the match reaction from Old Trafford tomorrow night as well once that full-time whistle goes between Manchester United and West Ham United. So that's the only bit of content you guys have got for tomorrow evening. I'm fucking yucky, I am. I'm fucking knackered. Yeah, we've got the match reaction.
Tyre condition still looking good.
So yeah, that'll be the only bit of content tomorrow because I am out all day Christmas shopping tomorrow. So it's going to be a bit of a hectic day tomorrow. But then again, I'd like to get Christmas shopping out of the way because it's done. and then it's not in the way where people are trying to rush right at the last minute, trying to get this, that and the other, all going into the same shop wanting exactly the same thing. So yeah, we're out all day tomorrow. I hope everybody's liking the background and the theme that we have gone with for Christmas, because I found this image on Google. I was trying to find some Christmas wallpapers for my camera setting on TikTok, and you don't necessarily need a green screen. Like, if you want one way to save money, and you want to keep money in your pocket, and you want to stream on TikTok, what you can do, if you click on the little cog button on the settings for the camera, you can actually choose your own theme and your own background. So that's a border for the camera and a background theme for the camera itself. So I've got this one for Christmas because it was the nicest one I found on Google. So yeah, I hope everybody likes the Christmas background on the camera. I've actually really like it. And we will be keeping that right up till the festive period, so throughout the whole of December, every bit of live content we do, that will be the background theme. And you necessarily don't need a bloody green screen. Just go and just get a laptop.
Okay, Lewis, PC. We need to save some ERS, so let's use all the techniques you know about to charge it up.
And then click on the little cog for your camera settings, and then just change the theme of the background, and then just change the border for it as well. And it will save you a lot of money, chucking money on a green screen. Even though other people not me can afford green screens, like, you know, fair enough, fair play. But, you know, I actually like what I do with my TikTok content. I like the backgrounds and the themes I go
Great stuff,
with,
mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
It's very, very interesting.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
I've just done a 1:01.72. This is the fastest lap so far. I don't know how we've just gone like really slow since we boxed. I don't understand how we've got slower. It could be the components. The components do need change on the internal combustion engine, 65%, and the MGUH is 16. So we will have to change the components just before the Belgian Grand Prix sprint race. We might get time to chuck the main Belgian Grand Prix in. That's what I'm hoping we can do. Oh my god, I'm tired. Oh. A 1:10.07. Nice, we've just gone back to back fastest laps. Absolutely smashing the fastest lap time so far, which is pretty good. So yeah, like I said about Arvid Lindbold, I'm really excited to see what he can do next season. And I think if Isaac Hadjar has a disaster at Red Bull, then I think they'll just promote Lindbold anyway, because when he did the P1 practice session in Mexico, he was P6 fastest, so that's pretty good for how young Lindbold actually is. And I hope he has a good F1 career, because again, they wouldn't have just promoted him for nothing. Like, he's had a fantastic F2 championship, he's got 2 wins this season as well. And I think, again, this has been perfectly set up for his promotion to Red Bull Racing. I just think it's been a ploy all along for him to get him into F1, because Red Bull know Isaac Hadjar's not going to work. But I hope Hadjar can prove people wrong, because if he doesn't, then Red Bull are going to have to replace him again. Which again is going to cost Red Bull money to terminate its contract. So yeah, I'm hoping Isaac Hadjar has a good Red Bull career. It's the same for Limbold. I hope he works out at Racing Bulls as well. I think he's destined for great things at Arvid Limbold. I think he's destined for great things. I've got a lot of belief and confidence he's going to have a good season in his rookie year. I think he's going to do really, really well. But then again, I could say that and he's an absolute bloody disaster, but you know, that Racing Bulls car has got a lot quicker and it's had some good results this season. So there's plenty of potential in that Racing Bulls car for the Red Bull sister team, so it just depends on what car they give Isaac Hadjar, innit? It depends what type of car they can build him, because they're going to need a car that suits his driving style and suits him down to the T. If Alex Albon is trying to unlap himself, he's got another thing coming. I'm leading the pack here and he's trying to unlap himself. I mean, we could try the two-stop strategy, but he stopped once. Yeah, like for Yuki, I hope one day he's back in F1 because, again, I do believe there's a good driver in there. I just think, again, Red Bull's just a disaster for whoever gets to that second seat. I've taken that corner way too early. Yeah, Arsenal 1-0 up already. Fucking hell, didn't take long. That didn't take fucking long. Arsenal 1-0 up against Brentford. That didn't take long, did it? That didn't take very long. Yeah, I've gone massively wide there. Jesus Christ. I went massively wide then. I suppose I've got Alex Albon all over the back of me trying to unlap himself. And we have got the Monza livery from the 2025 Italian Grand Prix on, which you can get if you do the survival challenges on F1 25, which we have done. And we've also got the Charles Leclerc helmet. So if you do them, you'll get this. There's the Lewis Hamilton Monza helmet on there, which I'm not really a big fan of, so I'm just going to keep the helmets he's got. And obviously you then got the Monza livery, which is the first thing I wanted with the rewards I got for the credits you earn. Also, again, there's the Kick Sauber livery. You've got the helmets, you've got Antonelli's helmet on there. But I wanted the Monza livery and the Charles Leclerc helmet Monza livery as well, so design. So that's the two things I really wanted. Oh my days. I'm tired. Tired tonight, bloody hell. Thank God we only got 6 laps to go. Hopefully I've got Alex Albon away from me now, which I have. Which is fine. Yeah, I'm liking the new grid for next season. I think the only driver I would replace would just be Stroll. Get Tsunoda in at Aston Martin. I think we've probably then got the best grid all time ever in F1. But that's only my opinion. That's only my view. So. Oh my God. Beg your pardon, I am tired tonight.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
And in Season 2 we will have the Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way, very much appreciated. Welcome to everybody that's new. Please smash that like button. Thank you for joining the club. And thank you for joining the community. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody that's new. Right, there's a yellow flag in Sector 3. It looks like it's one of the Mercedes. Is it Russell or is it Antonelli? Oh no, it's not Antonelli, is it? Not Antonelli. It's Russell. George Russell is out of the Austrian Grand Prix. No, George Russell survived in the race.
Caution, caution.
Where's he broke down to? Okay, it's just near the start of the track.
Green flag, we're racing again, let's go.
That Russell DNF has really not helped, because I've now got all my championship rivals closing in. Thanks, George. I mean, I could try two-stop strategy, but it could go on the softs, I suppose. You do two-stop strategy. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Fuck it, I'm just going to try and get fastest lap. We've got the time to do it, so why not? Yes, Mason, how you doing, mate? Fuck's he doing? Good, good. Glad to hear it, my friend. Glad you're having a good day and everything. Good, good. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Everything's all good here. Thank you for asking. Yeah, everything's all good. Thank you for the likes as well. It's very much appreciated.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
We have decided to go on the soft compound tyre with 3 laps to go. That was truly just a decision down to me. Because I thought, fuck it, why not? I don't know how quickly soft tyres are going to be around this track, but I could just regret that now. Okay, we are quite quick. We are actually quite quick. So it's got to reply to a message. I've got so many people. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I've gone really wide. Jesus. That's me not concentrating. I'm not concentrating, Grummy.
Okay, clear.
Oh my god, there's a yellow flag in sector bloody at the end of sector 2 now. It's one of the Hasses. I'm going Ollie Behrman. It's either Behrman or Ocon. Now he's got going again. Who is it then? Is it Behrman or Ocon? Okay, they've got moving again. Oh, thanks to the likes, Kian. Very much appreciated, mate. Please give me a follow on TikTok if you're watching, would really appreciate it. We are slowly but surely closing in on 4,500 followers, which is incredible. We've nearly reached the 5,000 mark, which is fantastic. So please give me a follow if you want to see more content like this on TikTok, and please smash that like button as well. Great to have everybody on board on this community. Great to have you all here. What have you made of these ground effect cars? The ground effect cars? What do you mean the ground effect cars? Like, I don't know what. I've not actually heard of that. Like, what's that got to, like? Yeah, I'm totally thinking, what do you mean by ground effect cars? Because it's something I've not actually heard of. Like, what is it to do with? Is it to do with F1? Because again, like, I'm totally puzzled. Like, I'm just interested in. Oh my god.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Started in 2022, it ended in 2025. Well, I think it's probably benefited some teams, but it's made other teams struggle. So a lot of these F1 cars are very, very close to the ground now. So I would say a lot of teams have struggled with it, and there's other teams that have benefited with it. But I think, like, if you look at the Ferrari, look how low and close that is to the floor. So I think in hindsight, I'd probably say, I would say it's probably had a massive negative effect. Yeah, exactly. F1 was meant to be bringing in closer racing, and the racing's got even more wide apart from certain teams. There's too many gaps again on track between like the top 5 or 6 to the rest of the grid. So hopefully the 2026 regulations will help.
Great job.
But I'm not feeling too confident that will happen.
And Lewis Hamilton takes the checkered flag and once again wins.
I mean, it looked like they were in a different category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
It's what they've all been racing towards, waiting for them. High above the pit lane is our podium. And for the lucky 3, it's time to stand on it. It's a familiar sight in Formula One, and here it is once again. Lewis Hamilton, with the trophy held high, celebrating a masterful victory.
Yeah, there has been a lot of there seems to be less racing in F1 now. That's the problem.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
P17 Liam Lawson, P16 Ollie Behrman, P15 Isaac Kadja, P14 Pierre Gasly, P13 Nico Hulkenberg, P12 Gabriel Bortoletto, P11 Carlos Sainz, P10 Antonelli, P9 Yuki Tsunoda, P8 Ocon, P7 Alex Albon, P6 Fernando Alonso, P5 Charles Leclerc, P4 Oscar Piastri, P3 Max Verstappen, P2 Lando Norris, and P1 Lewis Hamilton. So we should be increasing our Why have I lost like 98 experience? Didn't we have 60% recognition with Lewis? Interesting. Oh, thank you for the likes. Very much appreciated. Please give me a follow on TikTok if you're watching. Please smash that like button. We should be getting a shitload of weekly resources now. So this should help towards any potential upgrades we can add to the car. Oh, I'm hoping. So we've got 816. We do need to change the components as well of the car. So if you go to vehicle, just replace everything. I would say just replace absolutely everything on the car. So the championship constructors were on 252 points. We've got a 67-point gap to Max Verstappen, who's in P2, and then it's 81 to Oscar Piastri, and then it's 895 to Lando Norris, I think. So we've got quite a big gap in terms of constructors and the again, we can't do anything on the car, which is a real fucking pain. Do that. That 120. What needs to give us the biggest upgrade? That we could do. The ice reliability testing we could do. We'll definitely get the sprint racing, and we'll definitely get all three practice. Well, the practice one, sprint quali, sprint quali. I just don't think we're going to have time for the race itself, which actually might help. I'm actually quite glad we're not doing the main race, because the main race is going to chuck it down. Trying to get as much R&D, these practice things done, as possible. a lot of this you're not going to get done with the time remaining. This is the annoying thing with the sprint races. You only get one practice session. But we have got 356 total points for the R&D resources. We are staying at Ferrari, so we don't need to panic about saving, because we're not moving to a new team. We are staying where we are. Brighton and 2-0 up against Aston Villa. Brighton are up to third now. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Burnley Palace 0-0. Wolves Forest 0-0. The sprint is going to rain as well, so I'm actually quite glad we're not doing everything in Belgium, to be fair.
High-speed straights, heavy elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day.
I might try and do some more of the Survivor challenges. I might try some more of that. Hey Adam, how you doing, mate? How you doing, buddy? Good, glad to. Yeah. Good, thanks. Tired, I'll be finishing work in an hour. Fair enough. Hope you're having a good day at work and everything. Yeah, to be fair, it's actually been like that all of today, to be honest with you. It has been pretty quiet today, to be honest, so...
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
It's actually been nice and relaxed today. Is Bruno injured? I bloody hope not. If Bruno's injured, then the deep line midfield role he plays probably wouldn't be an issue.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend.
Hamstring problem.
So we'll see you all tomorrow.
He felt it against Palace, so I'm not sure if he's fit tomorrow. If we haven't got Bruno, then we are truly fucked in the midfield. It might not be a bad thing, because we might not have to play that role with him in that deep line midfield role. It might give Mainu an opportunity if Bruno's injured as well. So, nearly Christmas jolly. Yeah, I mean, we've got a Christmas background for our camera. I mean, I've got my Christmas jumpers on every day now, so for the Christmas period and stuff, so yeah. If Bruno's injured, it could give Manu an opportunity. It could give Agate an opportunity, but apparently Agate's United career is basically over. So that 60 million we signed him for has probably now gone down the drain, because we thought Agate would be that midfielder. But it looks clearly looking like that was a bad signing. So if Bruno's injured, then it's only West Ham, do you know what I mean? It is only West Ham. But and he's also saying, come on, Sunderland. We do need results to go our way tonight. We do need results to go our way. We do need results to go our way tonight.
It's wet here today, and we're expecting those downpours to continue. This will make for a difficult sprint for all the teams. Spa-Francorchamps is a 4.35-mile tour of the Ardennes countryside, with 9 rights and 10 lefts, giving us a grand total of 19 corners. Average lap speeds in the dry can reach about 145 miles per hour. Without a significant improvement in the conditions, we're not going to be seeing anything like that today.
Please smash that like button if you're enjoying the stream. We'd really appreciate it.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint.
If you want to share the live stream, you can as well. I was really excited when we got yesterday, but looking at it in hindsight now,
and Oscar Piastri completes the front row.
Who they playing?
Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Leclerc,
Wolves look doomed, don't they?
Max Verstappen, and Russell, Antonelli, Albon.
Thank you for the likes, Tom. Very much appreciated, mate. Legends.
Yuki Tsunoda.
Please give me a follow on TikTok if you're watching.
Hulkenberg.
Smash that like button. Yeah, the Forest have got Wolves away, so Forest are winning. So the current bottom 3 now is Wolves, Leeds, West Ham. We have to beat West Ham tomorrow.
Jack Doohan rounds off the grid.
Which
of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me here today in the commentary box,
that Jesus for Palace is good. I just couldn't
they say that a change is as good as a rest.
That Igor Jesus
there's
is
not
quite
much rest
good,
on show in the sprint format today. There's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has.
The cars
have got bigger, they're heavier. But critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometers an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons
about 3 or 4
of downforce. So there, there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow-speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
They got hammered by Newcastle. Beat Bournemouth.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Radio check, Mark. Radio check.
Okay.
We've got 8 laps of Spa for the Belgian Grand Prix sprint race. Lights out and away we go. We are on pole for the sprint. We will be qualified for the main race, and we'll probably go do some more survival challenges. If we can beat West Ham tomorrow, positive. Oscar Piastri all over the back. If we can beat West Ham, I think we've then got if we got Wolves next Monday. Or was it Bournemouth? I can't remember who we've got after West Ham. Is it Bournemouth at home or is it Wolves away? So I can't remember our fixture schedule. I keep thinking it's bloody Bournemouth, but I swear we've got it's Wolves in it. Yeah, it is Wolves away. So we've got Wolves away, which we should win. If we can beat West Ham, Wolves and Bournemouth, I don't know what's happened to Bournemouth lately. Bournemouth at home. I don't know what's happened to Bournemouth lately, but Bournemouth are really, really struggling. They had such a good start to the season, but all of a sudden Bournemouth have absolutely fell off a cliff lately. And they're getting closer and closer to that bottom 3. So I don't know what's happened to Bournemouth. They looked very good at the start of the season. And all these bloody Semenyo links as well, I think that's not helping the Bournemouth team. I think Bournemouth has really struggled since Semenyo started getting linked with all these clubs. So if we can beat West Ham, Wolves, Bournemouth and get 9-12 points from 12, we could be absolutely laughing by Christmas. So then we've got Newcastle on Boxing Day. I think we then got Wolves on Have we got Wolves the day before? New Year's Eve? At home at Old Trafford then? So it's all of a sudden it's starting to look pretty good again, but we know what we're like. Win the sprint race would be laughing. Yeah.
The bathroom.
Thank God we've only got 5 laps of this sprint race. I do not like racing in the wet conditions in this game. Fair, Charles Leclerc is right up Piastri's gearbox. I'm kind of hoping Leclerc can get past Piastri. Please smash that like button if watching. Please give me a follow on TikTok. I really appreciate it. I'm guessing JB, you've got a question to ask. If it's not come through, it might be TikTok filtering the live comments in the live chat again. But if you need to ask a question, you can. Feel free. Yeah, I don't think if your question hasn't come through, TikTok might have filtered the questions in the live chat again, which it has been doing quite a lot of. So, if you've got something to ask or something to say, feel free.
It looks like we're running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
I don't know. I think we can put 3 or 4 past West Ham, if I'm being really honest with you. I think we could put at least 3 or 4 past them because West Ham are really struggling. So, I'm going to go 3 or 4-0. If I had to be honest, I'm going to go 3 or 4-0 Man United.
Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still definitely on the right tyre for the time being, but we're probably not a million miles away from slick conditions. The weather's turning, we think it's time to box now.
Defensively, they are a bit of a horror show. Confirmed change.
Copy.
I'm going to go 3 or 4-0 Man United. I don't know where that's come from, but it could be my optimism or my arrogance, but I think West Ham are going to be there for the taking, to be honest with you, so... Yeah, I'm going to go 3 or 4-0. I'm feeling quite confident of tomorrow. I say good prediction. I was thinking maybe 3-1. Maybe Bruno's picked up a knock and might not play tomorrow. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard Bruno could be out tomorrow as well, which is a bit of a blow because I'm not saying we've got midfield options, but it would stop him causing problems in the midfield by playing this deep live midfield role. So it might not be all that bad Bruno not playing tomorrow. So it might give Mainu and Agate an opportunity. If you are new, JB, by the way, smash the like button, give me a follow on TikTok, would really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm thinking the same lines of you. If you're thinking 3-1, I'm going to go 3-0. And make sure everybody you tune into the match reaction tomorrow night as well. And thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. And please tune in for the match reaction tomorrow. Really appreciate it. That'll be once the full time whistle goes. And I think tomorrow, isn't it a 8:15 kickoff? Isn't it a 8:15 kickoff tomorrow? I swear it's a 8:15 kickoff. Right, I am boxing.
Charles is in for his stop now. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. Out? We're happy with that one.
Antonelli, Verstappen, Russell. Is it just Antonelli?
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
3-1. I'm going to go 3-0. Antonelli could win the sprint. Antonelli could win a race. Let's go, Kimi. Let's go. Let's go, Kimi. Let's go. Why have they kept Antonelli and Ocon out? Antonelli could win the sprint race. If Bruno is injured, it gives Mainu and Agate an opportunity. But I've heard Agate could be off in January or the summer, looks like. I've heard Mainu could be off in January or the summer. If Bruno and Casemiro goes, we're going to have to bring in at least 3 or 4 midfielders in the summer. We're going to have to bring in at least 3 or 4 to replace all these departures. Why did they keep Antonelli out? Now.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna go 3-0. I just don't know what gives me that confidence, but I just think West Ham are gonna be there for the taking. What I said would be Everton, and it didn't happen. So. I don't know what gives me my confidence, I just don't see. It's a weird one because I think West Ham are vulnerable, so it could be that, and they do concede quite a few goals defensively, so.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
I feel sorry for Antonelli and Ocon. Pass Mercedes and fuck them over. And I've just gone purple in sector 1. Yeah, I think if Bruno is injured, it does give those two an opportunity, but I think we could lose all our midfield. I think all our midfielders we've got currently are going to go in the January or the summer. I'm not going to say that. I think Agate is more likely to go in this January if we bring in a replacement. If we can sell Agate, we could. I know we're being linked to Conor Gallagher, aren't we, again? If we could get Conor Gallagher on loan, I'd probably take it. At least as an option in the midfield, I suppose. But I don't really want any Chelsea rejects at my football club. But the benefit is, like, Agate hasn't worked, is it? Mainly, I think, will go in the summer. So will Fernandez, so will Casemiro. I think we're going to see a completely brand new midfield at the club in the summer transfer window. I think we'll get Believer, we'll sign Gallagher on loan, we'll sign him in permanently in the summer.
Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race.
We'll Adam Walton in. And I think we'll probably go and get Stiller as well. I think we're going to see a completely brand new midfield in the summer, personally. We have only got 2 laps left of this sprint race, but I'm just checking something very quickly. I don't know what the score is in the football either. Like, what's the score in the foot? Is anybody keep an eye on the footy? It's a bloody hell. So, Crystal Palace are 1-0 up against Burnley, which is no fucking surprise. Palace are winning. Leeds are 1-0 up against Chelsea, which is massively unexpected. Leeds are winning. Fucking hell. How are Chelsea losing to Leeds? I thought Chelsea were meant to be good under Maresca. I thought Chelsea were meant to be this brand new team. How can you be losing to Leeds United away from home? I thought you're meant to be good. Liverpool Sunderland is still 0-0. Arsenal 1-0 up against Brentford at the Emirates. Forest are 1-0 up against Wolves. Liverpool Sunderland's 0-0. Who else I mentioned? And Brighton were 2-0 up against Aston Villa inside the first half. It's now 2-2. So results are going our way. As Liverpool aren't winning, Villa, Brighton are drawing. Leeds are beating Chelsea. Forest doesn't really matter because they're not anywhere near them. So I'll tell you what, if we win tomorrow night, it could be in a good space. Looks like we're going to win the sprint race.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 14.5 seconds.
I did click the grass there, so we're not going to get the Belgian Grand Prix done because it's half day already. I don't even know what that is. So I'm not going to pronounce anything that I don't recognise. If you're new to my TikTok, give me a follow, smash the like button, I'd really appreciate it. Like Charles Sinclair, thank you for the likes, very much appreciated.
Mega job, guys.
There is the sprint race win.
Result. Thank you so much. So proud of you all. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing.
Esteban Ocon got driver of the day. Where the fuck did Ocon finish? If Ocon's getting driver of the day, this game's broken. I want to know where Ocon finished now.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying and, of course,
Ocon
the
got
Grand
P16.
Prix.
So sprint race results: Oscar Piastri in P2, P3 Charles Leclerc, P4 Max Verstappen, P5 Lando Norris, P6 George Russell, P7 Gabriel Bortoleto, P8 Alex Albon, P9 Fernando Alonso, P10 Kimi Antonelli, P11 Yuki Tsunoda, P12 Isaac Hadjar, P13 Carlos Sainz, P14 Nico Hulkenberg, Ollie Behrman in P15, Ocon P16, Gasly P17, Stroll P18, Lawson P19 and Jack Doohan P20. Only the top 8 get sprint race points. Ugh. Yeah, we ain't gonna have time to do the main race itself, but we'll do the qualifying. We're massively behind on this Hamilton career. Massively behind. How have McLaren overtook us again? I might try and do some survival challenges after I've done this race.
High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Right, stop fucking hugging everybody. Just get on with the quali session, you BTEC. Really pushing that other Ferrari, isn't it?
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
Great work, Les.
That's pole position for the race. So I will go through the grid on how everybody is going to line up. So P1, Lewis Hamilton. P2, Charles Leclerc. So it's a 1-2 for the Scuderia Ferrari. P3, Max Verstappen. P4, George Russell. P5, Oscar Piastri. P6, Alex Albon. Esteban Ocon. And P7, P8, Lando Norris. P9, Hulkenberg. P10 Fernando Alonso, P11 Carlos Sainz, P12 Ollie Behrman, Kimi Antonelli, P13 Yuki Tsunoda, P14 Gabriel Bortoleto, P15 Isaac Hadjar, P16 Pierre Gasly, P17 Lawson, P18 Stroll, P19 Jack Doohan, P20. That is how all 20 drivers line up for the Belgian Grand Prix. Pace has gone up. Nearly 93 driver rating. Right, so we're going to leave it there for the career mode wise. So I'm going to jump into some survival challenges to see if I can earn the rest of these rewards. There's the Kick Sauber livery, the Hamilton helmet, and the Antonelli helmet. So I'm going to try and win all 3 of these if I can. But I'm going to have to win a shitload of points. I'm going to stay on until 9 o'clock because I want to go and watch I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here! The catalogue still hasn't changed, so I really want to win all these, to be honest. Let's play. Fuck it. Well, mate. If it can't find players, it normally puts you against AIs. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. So we've got 2 helmets and a livery. It looks like we're playing on Las Vegas, so not a bad track, actually. Not a bad track at all. Oh, thank you for the likes, Jane. Very much appreciated. Hiya, how you doing? You okay to everything, yeah? All good? Oh, so your support means the world. Honestly, you're amazing. So thank you for that. Are you okay and everything? Everything all good and stuff? Complete 3 laps, finish 3rd, 3 finish 4th back, 10 clean sectors, complete 3 clean races. Is that all we have to do? So yeah, we're up against 4 AIs, so we should do okay. What a move. Shit, outright myself. Oh. That would be such a good move there. Up the inside. Up the inside, what a move. Check my stats on that. Ah.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Stay live to at least 9 o'clock. And then we'll go watch out Celebrity. Get me out of here! How am I not beating an AI driver? Oh, I've got the DRS, come on. Oh, on the inside. Oh, what a move!
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
What a fucking move. Going in for the kill. I'm doing it for free. I'm getting that fucking sort of work. I'm getting that.
Oh, that was incredible. No one can touch you. Nice work.
I want a survival challenge. Get in. Fucking go. Yeah, can I skip all this? I just want to get on to the next one. Yep. Get in. Fucking what I'm talking about. Whoosh. People say I'm shit at this game. Fuck, I am Max Verstappen. I am Lewis Hamilton. How many tokens did I get? Did I get any? Complete 3 clean races. Did I not just do that? Wow. So I need 2,150. I need 4,300. Again, if it's struggling to find players, we're just probably racing against AIs. Okay, no, we're not. Okay. We're actually racing against proper players. Okay. So I think we've got 2 out of 5. I'm going in for the kill. I'm doing it for the thrill. Fuck, it's just taking ages. It's not putting me in a session, is it? I'm not doing fucking 56 laps. Sod that. I don't want to spectate. I want to race. I'm not spectating. Cheeky bastards. Not fucking spectating. Who the fuck do they think they are? I'm not spectating, Gromit. Come on, Gromit, it's all about the cheese. Thank you. Let me play the game. We're going for the kill. Going for the kill. I've got a song of fucking head. We're racing in Belgium. No. Oh, come on, hurry up. That's a lot of celebrity to watch. Brownie outside, brownie outside. How am I getting eliminated? What's that thing? It won't let me use my battery, Grommy.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Now it lets me use it. Right, let's see. Oh, thanks for the likes, Ruben. Very much appreciated, mate. really do this person in front of time.
Well, mate, I can't complain too much with the podium, but it was just shy of where we wanted to be, wasn't it?
We've got a podium, Mark. What are you fucking moaning at? See, cleanest driver. Me. See, yeah, me. Cleanest driver. Me. What can I say? Not trying to big myself up, but yeah. How many points have we got? Right, got enough to get the Hamilton helmet. We've got enough to get the Antonelli helmet. So all this is nearly done. We just got to get the Kick Sauber. So we need 1,000. We need complete 3 clean races. 3 is finished 4 for better. So that's 3,200. Let's just play. Let's just play. Let's play. Let's dance. I'm the man. Oh, wow. Ow. Right, come on, hurry up. Some of us have got I'm a Celebrity to watch. Come on, hurry up. I want to win. I want to win those dingo dollars. Come on, hurry up. I want to go and see Kiosk Kev. Come on, hurry up. Oh my god, I'm not tired, right? I'm not tired because I'm yawning. Or am I tired? Hurry up. Searching for players. Can we not just hurry up now? Thank you. Ow. What's going in the football? In the football, Grommy. Let's have a look, lads. Chelsea are still losing. Leeds are actually winning. They're beating Chelsea. Good. I can't fucking stand Chelsea fucking football club. Leeds are actually winning. Like I said, how I'm feeling right. Why am I being eliminated? Why me? round the outside, round the outside.
Now use DRS. DRS now available.
Got the TRS, let's get past it. Ah, well.
Well done, mate. It's a podium, but we just fell short of that target.
Oh, I finished first, I was about to say. $1,484. You need about 400 more points. Right, that's going to be a lot for today. I'm going to go and watch I'm a Celebrity. So, thanks to everybody that's tuned in. Welcome to all the new followers. Welcome to everybody that's new to my TikTok. It's great to have you here. Great to have you part of this community. We aren't here tomorrow. We're out all day tomorrow, so there will be no live content tomorrow afternoon. We're going out for a day for Christmas shopping tomorrow, which is going to be really nice. Going out with one of my friends, which is going to be really, really cool. So the live content you guys have got tomorrow will be the match reaction from Manchester United's game against West Ham tomorrow night at Old Trafford. So make sure you tune in for that once the full-time whistle goes. And yes, that's been your content for today. enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week, stay safe, be nice, be kind to each other, all legends, all legendary. See you all on the next one.